Boom, boom. This is Kevin Really. Welcome back to the channel. This is Solely Reloaded today. So, in my last video, did I not say that we would probably see the Master Forge event anytime now? Well, I was right. Master Forge event is up. So, is it a good one? Well, we'll talk about it here in a few minutes. Nothing else really much going on. We do have a little bit of going on inside of the time limited events. We do have a divine tool, which is really nice if you want to get your hands on some of the actual divine tool shards. I mean, it's not a lot, but you know, it's pretty good considering standard fare, and they got a little bit of martial souls in here too. So if you're looking for that as well, so it's not bad, you know. So martial soul and divine tool. Okay, so if you want to get some of the actual divine dragon. It's triple S, you know, and it doesn't take a whole lot of shards. It's a little pricey, but you know, you might as well snatch them up when you can get it. It's not something easy, and then of course they've got some of the SS pluses in here if you're looking to do something along that lines. But we've got a bunch of triple S's out there, so you can look at those packs and everything. They got the reward from Sulphurous again. This is just standard elite modes. It's a nice way to get your hands on some of the actual soul power crystals, as long as a bunch of shards. And when you do get up, you can get 20 of the top grade martial soul shards at 35. So basically, just do sweep 3s on the elite. Okay, just go to the elite and sweep 3 at 35. You know, you got 3 days to do it in, so it's not like it's something that you got to rush in. Okay, and the login rewards will give you some of these shards. These shards, if you've maxed out the SS divine tools, you can start forwarding these to enhancements for the newer ones. So it's still nice to get some of them if you can. So it's something that doesn't go to waste. Let's put it that way. All right. So that was in a time limited. Gather all your stuff from the dailies. You should have got your Monday. They do have a pretty good weekly pack up. As always, where's the weekly pack? It's in time limit. Weekly Super Monday's up as well. Make sure you claim. Should have done this over the weekend. It's a nice way to get your hands on. Usually it usually comes between 700 and 900. I don't think I've ever gotten over. I've ever gotten over 900. I think the most I got was like 820 or something like that. It's the most I've ever gotten. Weekly gift bag, as always, good one. I'm going to go ahead and snatch this one up just because of the fact that I'm starting to focus on my shards. I need to start focusing on, on specific ones because they're all being very close to maxed out. So I need to have the chest to make the decision as to which ones I want. So that works out good for me, but I'll be gathering up a little bit later, probably towards the end of the week. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the Master Forge. Now, this is a really good Master Forge if you're interested in shards. And if you're interested in certain other things. So basically, benefits exchange. This is an interesting one here. You're going to get 200 shards. Unfortunately, it's only for the Ta'a and the 9 transition. Okay, this would have been much better if you could use one of some of the others. But irregardless, 200 shards is quite a bit of shards, and that will enable you to get started on an SS item and get 2 or 3 stars on it right away. So it's definitely something that you want to look at. It's 15. You get some hidden exchange tokens in 3,000. That's the only bad thing about this. This is the recommended one, and it's purely because of that. This is not that important. Okay, but inscriptions. So there's these are pretty nice as well. Okay, and here's the one that would probably be the most useful. This will give you a chance. This is SS plus. Herbs, this is a set. Okay, they're giving you 460. Okay, it takes 130. Okay, see, this is enough to complete a full set because there's only 3 of them. You can't mix and match. You have to have those 3 to make the set. Okay, so it's a chance to get the set. So you might want to go ahead and look at that. None of the rewards are very good in either of these. They would expect a little bit more than 3,000, but that's nice. Okay, so It's something to look at. And then if you want to go, a little bit different, this is what they got. This is full 8. Okay, it's got hue in it. You know, 5 times 30 shards of hue, 150 shards. It's good. It's only 8. And then keep right on it going. 20. Okay. See, this is all hue right here. This is all max chest. Okay. You can get a bunch of shards for her right here. You can get her 3, 4 divine skill up. Make her a beast. She's already a beast, but even make her more of a beast. So this is probably what I'll end up doing. And remember, okay, if this is not to your liking, don't worry. These carry, okay? These carry over. There's nothing that you need to, remember to get, and use them. You got to use them, lose them. No. When this event comes to an end, you will not see the warning on your bag saying there's something item that's going to be expired. You're not going to see that because this carries over. All the stuff carries over. Everything carries over in this. All of the ice that carries over. Okay, the charcoal carries over. The water carries over. The wood carries over. Everything carries over. So you're not going to lose anything, including the ice core. Okay, this right here carries over. Okay, so if you don't use it here, you can wait to use it on another event. But this was the one I was hoping we'd get what I like to call the Soul Master Forge, because we get a lot of shards for the characters. They have the Soul Master Forge one. They have the Soul Bone one, which is where you get a lot of the Phoenix Divine, and then they have the Herb one. Okay, where they have a lot of herbs. I mean, I got a full triple loss set out of that. So there's, but this is the one I was wanting. I was wanting a Soul Master one because I wanted to get some shards for Hugh and start working on her divine skill. Okay, because as you level up the divine skill, what does it do? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You level up the divine skill, it gives you dragon power, which can be used to puffy up your dragon, which is where a lot of the BP's at. Okay, so it's inside of here. Okay, so all this stuff is in here. Mortal herbs, divine tools, all of this stuff. You upgrade it, you get dragon power, which can be used to increase your dragon. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I know it seems, why do I want to do this? Well, I know leveling up some of the older items can give you some dragon power, which can increase a lot on your BP. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Remember to focus arts for 3 days. All right, so make sure you do your slaughter city. You want to reset this. Okay. Simply because of the fact that this is the way that you get your charcoal from here. Water comes from the sea gods, so you want to go in there to get some water. Wood you'll get from sweeping. Okay, so make sure that you sweep all that stuff, and just gather all the items. And remember, you don't lose it. Okay, nothing expires at the end of this event. It just carries over for the next time you have a Master Forge event. So if there's nothing that you want to use the ice core on, feel free to just hold on to it for the next one. Okay, so it is a really good event. And I'm just going to be snatching up a bunch of the shards. Okay, I really have not had much of a chance to really get anything for her as of yet, because she just came out. She was just released 2 months ago. I mean, I've managed to get 1 on her divine skill, but as you can see, getting 150 just from the 50s and then getting a bunch of those 20s. I mean, it's conceivable with enough ice core something you could actually get 3 or 4 stars on her and make her a lot more powerful. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be focusing on at this particular time. And then we'll see, what they come out for the next one. If you're just starting out, you might want to go for the actual option to get the 200 shards. This is really good. I mean, my disappointment is I've got it maxed. I've already got this maxed, so this is useless to me. Okay, the 9 soul transition. This is a free shard. You can get one of these shards free each day. Okay, so that's that's why I don't really feel like spending my core that I go to so much trouble to get and earn, and then spending it on something which is useless to me. But if you're just starting out, then you might want to do it. Okay, because most people, as I've said before, the Ta'a was the first hidden weapon that the Triple S weapon that came out. I maxed it out. Okay, the non-transition, so I don't even have that one yet. Okay, but I get 1 free shard of it each day, so I'll have it here pretty soon. I'm very close to making it. 10 days I'll have it. I'll be able to summon it up. Now, if they had 200 shards for this spirit cannon, I'd be on that. That would make it very close to being able to max the cannon out. So I would definitely be on that. But yeah, it's any one of these would have been an option for me. Would have made me seriously consider it. But nah, it's not, which is probably why they're giving 200 shards so easy. But if you're new to the game and you haven't had a chance to build up the Ta'a, go for it. Okay, so it's a good event. I like the selection. Okay, that would be nice if they had. It would really be nice if they had the actual S Mortal Herb set. It'd be nice if they had this in here. I got this in when they have an Immortal Herb Master Forge. This will be in there. You'll be able to get enough chests to fully complete this set, just like I did. That's how I completed this. I had none until this event. At the end of the event, I had a full set. You can't mix and match these, by the way. You have to use the Mountain Snow Lotus, the Thunderclap Nethervine, and the 900 Begonia. That's the only thing. You have to have those 3 together, or you can't put anything in here except these 3. And that, of course, will give you the Holy Herb Fragrance, which is the actual passive. You have to have those 3. Okay, so but when they have the Immortal Herb Forge, they'll have chests, and there will be enough chests for you to make a full set. Okay, it takes it takes a few shards to do it, but you really can't get them anywhere else. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, they're just not out there. They don't really offer a whole lot of them. I'm just banking this stuff because I'm going to be maxing them out here shortly, but you can't really get these except in the Master Forge event. Even when they have an Immortal Herb event, you can't get a full set. You can walk away with some of the shards, but unless you're willing to spend some money, you can't really get them. But when the Forge event for these comes up, or Herb Forge event is what I call it, full set's easy to get. I didn't have any trouble with. It took about 30 ice core, I believe it was. I believe I ended up spending 28 or 30. Somewhere around in there is how much ice core it took to actually get enough of the chest to actually make a full set. And since I really didn't have any, I think I might have had 30 shards for whatever or something, which I'd just gotten that they'd given off some event just to entice you to spend some money to get the rest of them, which I didn't do, of course. But yeah, but I got the set out of there. So if you're really looking to do an Immortal Herb extent, you might want to hold off on this particular Master Forge. Like I say, this is a Soul Master Forge event, is what I like to call it. It's specifically focused on giving you, shards for your Triple S characters, and it's a full chest. It's an 8. It's got all of them in there, except for Oscar. Oscar's not in here, which does not affect me whatsoever because I didn't get Oscar. But if you're looking to do Oscar, then this is of course not the event for you. But it's a full chest up to Hugh. Okay, so. Which is what I want, is Hugh. That's what I want. She's my main character at this particular point, and she will be for quite some time. She's an SP killer. You definitely want to max her out. Okay. She's got enough magic power to take out an SP. She got that name from the people on the China server. Her nickname was the SP and still is the SP Killer. So she's always been super powerful, as I've said before. Even when her A plus, I was using her. My team was composed of 3 S ranks and her. Okay, I mean I had her until the end simply because she was a cannon. She was just doing so much magic damage. Whoever she'd hit, she'd kill. She would just like Gatling gun them down. She would hit him with these like 3 or 4 magic attacks and just obliterate them. So she was super powerful. And she was a character that they gave you free, so she was very useful. She was only an A plus, of course. But yeah, so she was great, and I used her quite into there. I even had her into, I started putting SSs on the team. I still had her in there at times. So yeah, she's an excellent character, and she's currently, I have not had a chance to test out King Tangsan. I'm sure he's the most powerful character right now. Considering you look at his stat line, I mean he's ridiculous. Every single statistical measurement has he's top tier in every single measurement. You know, usually when you have a character, the 5 measurements, 2 will be he'll be excellent in 2, and then he'll be mediocre to good in the others. Now, not Tangsan, he's top line, top tier in every single category. So I'm sure he's the best character in the game right now. We hopefully will get lucky and get him here. Probably sometime the end of this week, or this weekend that we should see the final event drop. It'll be an event for the Phoenix, the SP version of Mahjong. It will be coming out. If everything goes as planned from what I've heard, you'll be able to choose which one you want to do your draws on, your RNG draws. I'm going to just continue along with tanks. I know I'm not going to get Ma. I like him. I think he's an excellent AoE character, but he's not what I'm looking for at this particular time. So he will be, and then we're getting Tangsan, and then he'll be moving in, taking over probably Hugh's position, Ling Ling's position. I think most likely. We'll see, as I've said in previous videos. But that's for another time. But yeah, so this is a really good event. So I'm going to go ahead and get many of these as I can. Okay, and we'll show you after the event's over how many I managed to scrape up. I can already get 60 of them because I can get 2 of these right now. And today's the first day, and I'm not done with my first day pulls. So I should be able to walk away pretty good at this particular time. How many do I got today? What am I lowered on? Wood. So I need to do some sweeps. Commonly these can be acquired in normal elite story stages. So normal, yep, sweeps. Okay, and then the elite, and you get them in arena too, and green master, either way. But as you can see, I've got a bunch of the water, and I've got a bunch of the charcoal. Okay, cold raw iron ore. All right, silly. But as you can see, I've got a bunch of those. So and that's what you want to make sure. You want to make sure that you sweep Slaughter City 3 times each day. Okay, that's the key. And you want to make sure that you do some sea gods to get the actual water. Okay. If you take a look at the master, fortune. If you click on each item, it tells you exactly what you need and where you can get it at. Water. It's which can be acquired in a sea god. Okay, so they tell you exactly where it's at. So just make sure that you do run those and get a bulk of them. And then when you sweep, you'll be able to, like tomorrow, I'll be able to do a bunch of pulls. Okay? I've got a bunch of Oscar sausages saved up. I'll use the Oscar sausages. Okay? And I'll run a bunch of sweeps, and I'll do the elite stages and stuff. And I'll do some in the arena and the Grandmaster matches, I always do. And I'll get a bunch of, and I'll be able to make a pull. I mean, I got these, I had 2 left over from the last Master Core that I didn't use. I had 2 left over. So today I've gotten 16. I had 2 and I've got 18. So I've gotten 16 today alone. Okay, so yeah, that's just the way it boils down. So I should be able to get I'll get all of these and I will get quite a few of these. I doubt very seriously if I'll be simply because of the fact that you can do these 20 times. Not feasible. If you're a whale, this will be excellent for you. If you're a whale, you can max out here from this almost. There's a very good 424. Yeah, you could probably max her out. Max out her divine skill. Because this is 6. This is 60. This is, yeah, you could easily max her out. And then some. With this right here. You could max her out. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll just see. I really wish that they would sort of like anchor this, like 8 for this, maybe 6 for this, 4 for this. But they're all 8, so it is what it is. Of course, snatch up the 30s first, and then work your way down. But so that's what I'm going to do. I should be able to finish this out and start working on this. But I'll get as many as I can. I'll do as many sweeps as I can. But as long as you do your sweeps in the Slaughter City and reset this, you can only reset it 3 times. Reset it 3 times and sweep it 3 times to get the maximum amount of the raw iron that you can. This is your death kneel right here. This is the hardest item to get. Okay, you can only get it here. You know, Sea God, you know, I'm going to sweep it as well too. But the thing about the Sea God is the fact that it's actually something that you can continue to run as much as you can do. Okay, so you can always get some stuff in, and you continue to sweep it at the highest stage and continue getting the what you can't with the Slaughter City. Once the Slaughter City ends, it's 3 sweep. You got, that's it. You can't get any more. Okay, so you can't on the last day just do a bunch and get it. You know, you're only going to be able to get a limited amount of the raw iron from the Slaughter City. That is your hold up. You can sweep as many stages as you want, do the arena and Grandmaster, get a bunch of wood, and you can continue to get that wood as long as you got stamina. Sea God Island, you can sweep the stages, the late gratis stage, as long as you want to spend on it. Not so on here. You're locked out. So make sure that you do focus on the Slaughter City, get all the charcoal. We're going to call it charcoal. It's raw ore, but it looks like charcoal to me. So that makes sure you do that. But yeah, and just get as much as you can. Everything else is pretty much standard. There's nothing really much going on. But we should be seeing the last event, for the new character mod, should be coming out probably sometime this week. And it might be beginning of next week, but it wouldn't surprise me. We're gonna be having most likely have a July 4th event as well. So it's a nice. They'll have some type of festival, most likely, 6-day, 9-day festival, where you'll be able to get a bunch of items. So we're gonna have to wait and see what comes up with that. They'll probably they might end up dropping the new character at that time frame, maybe making that area, making that event coincide with the new release of Mahjong. So we'll have to see. It'll be interesting either way. But yeah, so Master Forge event is up. Soul Master Forge event, we'll call it. But there is some other stuff in there, a little bit of dibble dabble if you're looking for certain things that might be useful. Okay. So again, thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you've subscribed, you'll see that bell. Click on it. You can do it for each time I drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the videos. It helps the channel immensely. It's Ken Rear, still coming at you from the corner. Signing out.